Welcome to this video from the Mendocino County Superior Court's Self-Help Center. In this video, we're going to talk about property and debts in a divorce. The information in this video is true for all of California. Look at the video description in our YouTube channel to get links to more information and to find other videos. One of the hardest parts of a divorce is understanding property and debts. So let's go over some basic information. Talk to a lawyer or your court self-help center to understand how the law applies to your case. Okay, let's talk about the law. California divides property into two main types: community property and separate property. Community property is all property and debts from the marriage. So from the date that you got married to the date that you separated. Everything that was earned or purchased during the marriage, any debt that was incurred during the marriage, and anything that you bought with the money that you earned during the marriage. That is all community property. Community property belongs to both of you, both spouses, equally, regardless of who earned it or who incurred the debt. So for example, if one of you worked and one of you stayed at home with the children, the income of the one who worked belongs equally to both of you. Another example, if one of you bought a car with money from your job and you're the only one who drives the car and it's only in your name, that car belongs to both of you equally. The same is true for debts. Here's an example of a mortgage. If you take a mortgage to buy a house while you're married, that debt is community property. Let's go back to the car we talked about. If you took a loan to pay for that car, even if the loan is only in your name, even if you're the only one making payments on the loan, that debt from the car belongs to both of you equally. Separate property, on the other hand, is property that either one of you earned or owned, or debts that you had from before you got married or after you separated, and anything that you buy with that property from before the marriage or after the date of separation. So if you had a car before you got married and then you kept it during the marriage, that car belongs to you and you alone. Keep in mind that if you make payments on that car during the marriage with money that you're earning from your job during the marriage, a portion of the car is going to be community property because you paid for it with community money, which is your income from your job. So part of the car will be your separate property and part of it will be community property. So the car becomes a mix of community and separate property. If during the marriage you inherit money from someone or property, or you receive a gift only for yourself, that inheritance or that gift is considered separate property. So that's the only time that you can get something during a marriage where it would be separate property. So for example, if during the marriage you have a relative that passes away and leaves you some money, that money is your separate property. And anything you buy with that money is also your separate property. So if you bought a car with the money that you inherited from, say, a grandparent who passed away, that car is your separate property. When you get divorced or do a legal separation, the judge has to make decisions on all of these issues. In general, as part of a divorce, the judge will order that each of you keeps your separate property and will divide your community property equally. If you and your spouse have an agreement, you can always agree to something different. And whatever you agree to, the judge will generally order as long as you did everything properly. If you don't agree on how to divide your property, then a judge will make a decision and divide your community property equally. Check out the links in our video description and our YouTube channel for more information. Thank you for watching.